I come from deep country, underneath that and rolling down a long highway. That's where this big gone. Instead of wondering where you are, I just stand behind this guitar. I'm a no.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome you to the Fantasy League of Ordinary Gentlemen, the FLOOG, the Flug. Hey. What is up? What is up? What is up, guys? It's Thirsty Thursday, week 10. We got a decent game going on right now, divisional game. We got Indy at Tennessee, and I'm joined by three gorgeous gentlemen, stud stallions, and we're back. I mean, we're here. We're ready to rock. How we doing?
Dude, feeling good, feeling great.
Ooh, nice.
Good, man.
Good. Let's go around the Zoom, the panels. To my left, at Brad in the 804, currently sitting at the 120 spot in Scott Fishbowl. Guys, he's killing it. He's probably the 1A and 1B greatest golfer I know. The old Perry Guerrero. Ladies and gentlemen, is Mr. Brad Gardner.
Hey, what's up, dude?
What's shaking bacon?
Just hanging out, man. Got myself a mule.
Hell yeah.
Ready to go.
Heard you went to a nice dinner. Got ready?
Oh yeah, Shane. I was telling Josh before you got on. I took Julie to Stella's tonight.
Oh, nice. How was?
So good. So good.
Can you go to Stella's and not order a Stella to drink?
You can, because I did.
Ooh, wow. Really braving it there.
I don't even know. Do they have Stella?
If they don't, let me tell you something.
Yeah, man, I'm doing great though. Doing good.
Hell yeah.
To my right, would be Tony Gardner.
Oh, Shug.
Up, Tony Shug.
Also known as Shane. Also known as a fantasy hack.
Yeah, that's right, boy.
What known as the Belle of the Block.
Oh, I like that, dude. Within this square mile radius, fucking, it's all about me.
The debutante. The debutante.
What you talking about, guys?
The Belle of the Block.
Nah, come on. Hey, Josh, first of all, when's the last time you saw me play golf?
Wow, like 2013, probably.
I'm just saying, if Brad and Perry are the 1B. Huh?
Or that last Hicks Invitational, probably.
Oh, the Hicks Invitational. Yeah. So if Brad and Perry, you're 1A and 1B, bro, I'm just saying you need to check me out.
All right.
You're the two?
Dude, I have a memory of Gary burned to my brain at Birkdale. Hole number 10, hitting an iron off the tee box. Like, it will never fade my memory.
What's hole 10? Is that the one where you go over the water?
No, it's just right there, right off the beginning. It's pretty easy, but
shot, or was it
that boy don't hit a driver.
Oh, I do now, man. I got it going now.
You hit a driver now?
Yeah, dude. There was a very long period where I was just strictly the Iron Man.
I know.
Like, that's all Perry would call me. He's like, "Oh, Iron Man cometh."
Tony Stark up in this motherfucker. All right, hey, to my right, fucking Mr. Random of the night, the beanie cap, the shades, the hater blockers. You know why? Because he needs all the fucking help he can get this week. Because in Lucha, he's playing your boy. Oh, gentlemen, it's the stars, Jack Jakowski.
Yeah, dude, I totally forgot I was playing you.
Oh,
I set our lineup earlier.
Dude,
yeah, I'm playing 2 goons this week. If only I was playing Brad. Am I playing you in Chupa? That'd be a triple header.
Yeah, Brad, are we playing?
Well, dude, yeah. I mean, fun week. I mean, shit. I'm going to have to kick some ass. And that trade that me and Brad had, I thought it was pretty good. Standard for both of us.
What trade y'all
have? Christian McCaffrey for Devontae Adams.
Yeah, that's a pretty straight. I mean, I like that trade.
In a 16-team league, I thought it was good. Brad, you already playoff bound, kind of?
I'm right in the middle of the pack. But my strength is receivers. I have so many good receivers, and I have very limited running backs. So
Yeah, I noticed that big time. CMC can do some damage for you.
yeah, I mean, hopefully he comes back and he stays back.
See, like I've had people come, like Jared. He was just going to trade me straight up, just Josh Jacobs, but I was like, he's not really doing shit right now.
He's reliable though.
Yeah, but if I could squeak this win out, I think I could probably make a stretch. So it's up to me kicking the commissioner's ass, and then I can have AJ Brown, Devontae Adams, and Calvin Ridley all at once.
Ooh, that'll play, dude. That'll play.
I really wish we would have made that trade on Saturday so I could get Devontae for Sunday. We should go back and do that.
No, I
turn
really
back time.
this week for sure. Because I'm starting like nonsense players. I mean, KJ Hamler, I think, would be legit this week.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, he's not wide receiver 2 legit. But and to my southward,
Southwest.
Hey.
Is that a new signature move?
The commiss, the Mr. J Hicks 804. What's happening, dude?
Hey, thank you, babe.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, babe. Oh man, you guys reminded me of something, but I already forgot. It's such a great intro. Hey, everybody. Hello, my friends.
You got Hicksmas 2020 on your mind.
I don't. Yeah, no. Shake the world up. Oh, I know what it was. So much has changed in 2020, but something that is on course to change, unless we change it tonight, is that Shane and Gary have not had a bet.
Oh, dude, I was wondering about that.
On a head-to-head matchup this year.
What's the bet, boys?
Earlier, I was talking to Tony, and I was like, I was listening to a podcast, and I was listening to it in the house, which I usually don't do. I usually listen to them like when I'm working or out in the yard or something. And I was listening to it, and she was like talking to me, and I was like, hang on, I gotta listen to this. And she's like, what's going on? You got to get ready for the podcast. And I was like, no, I'm playing Gary this week. And she's like, oh, what's the bet? And I was like, oh, we actually don't have one yet.
You know it's legit when your own wife is like, what's the bet? Like,
actually, I mischaracterized the way she said it. She kind of said it like, oh, what's the bet? Like, are you gonna be wearing a dress? Shit like that, you know? Yeah. Like, how are you gonna disappoint me this time? You know, that's kind of how she said it. What should I prepare for this time?
What kind of disappointment?
Didn't you guys last year kind of do like 2 out of 3 leagues kind of ordeal, or?
We did, yeah, because we had a fluke last year. No, last year that was 2 years ago.
Okay.
Because last year I was up in the hospital still.
Yeah.
What was the year that someone wore a diaper?
Oh, that's back on the that was
I can't remember anything about that. Like even who had to do it.
It was you, and it's on YouTube.
Oh no!
back on the ATV.
Yeah, that's right.
Gars, what are you drinking, boss?
Change the subject.
Fucking chocolate stout, bro.
Smooth transition.
Yeah, it's the gingerbread stout.
Oh, you got some.
Yeah. I think it was like $14 for a 4-pack.
It's not that bad.
Like that.
Like 16-ounce cans.
Yep.
Nice. Very good. Very good. Bradley's got a mule.
Yes, sir.
And I'm from New Belgium Brewery. They're climbing up they're climbing up my power rankings on breweries. It's called American Haze.
Oh.
Dude, what are your power rankings?
Number 1 is Virginia Beer Company.
Classic.
Number 2. Shit, oh man, you caught me on the spot.
I know, I totally put you on the spot.
I mean,
Bell's. You come back to me on that.
Bell's is that's New Belgium.
Oh, okay.
New Belgium's there. Bell's.
Isn't Bell's the one we can't get around here now?
But I did I not send you the article?
No.
They're coming back. There was some agreement they signed or something. So Bell's is coming back to Virginia. Because every time I go to North Carolina, I always make sure to get some Two Hearted.
Yeah, I used to.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, and the Oberon. Shane's the one that got me on the Oberon.
Dude, Oberon's great.
That was Tony's like summertime water.
Yeah.
Oberon's great.
Well, I mean, I don't know what else would be in like my top 5.
Yeah, that's a hard thing. There's so many here.
There's so many. Shit.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Triple cross. I definitely like triple cross.
What about Devil's Backbone? Meh.
Devil's Backbone. I mean, it's all right.
I think you got to put Dogfish Head up there.
Yes. Good call. Good call. Ding 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 ding.
I mean, that's they're kind of everywhere, so you kind of want to choose the little guy over a big company, but they make, just fucking solid beers.
Yeah. And another one that is a small one, Virginia Beach, is Commonwealth. Brad took a picture of that Commonwealth beer that he had, but they have.
We went there. Me, you, and Garrett went there once.
Where?
Downtown?
No, Commonwealth is in Virginia Beach.
Oh, what's the one downtown that I'm thinking of?
Like
Hardywood?
No, like in the city.
Like Shaco or like?
No, not Shaco. Like in the like off Broad, I think.
Oh, I went with you guys. I know what you're talking about. You're talking about Sublime. It's like a Sublime name. Garden Growth?
No, that's not Carytown.
That's right by you, Brad.
Yeah.
Starts with a C?
I thought it did.
It's like down in Shaco?
No, it's not that far. It's not that far.
Went on the second level? No.
It has stairs.
What's that one across next to
the Hofgarden?
National, Josh.
Next to National.
I can't remember. Champion. Is it Champion?
Yeah.
It started in Charlottesville.
Yeah.
That
one's closed.
Did it close down?
It's been closed for like a year.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
But no, that was a good spot. It had the shuffleboard.
Location kind of sucked.
Yeah, it was just away from all the other breweries.
So what about Hardywood? Hardywood's not in here?
Gingerbread Stout is a solid, so.
Yeah, other than that, I don't think their beers are all that great.
Hey, look, don't slack on this. Hot tea, boys.
Ooh. Shane, you're keeping your mind right. We're killing brain cells.
The chamomile or whatever it's called?
Shamalama Ding Dong?
Hey, it's chamomile, turmeric, ginger. Come on now.
Come on, man.
Come on now.
All right, boys. So for tonight's pod, what did we figure out we were calling it?
Yeah, it's kind of a mixed bag, right? Double digit.
Dude, that's a perfect word for it. Mixed bag, bro. Mixed bag. Smorgasbord.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think the first thing that we talked about was kind of fades and players that we've kind of kept in our lineups throughout the season, and kind of, they've maybe like peaked once or twice, but they've just, I guess they haven't hit expectations like we wanted them to. So I guess we'll go around and name a couple of players off, and then here we are. Does anybody want to start this jam?
I'll start.
Okay.
My first fade, the guy who I drafted pretty early and I've been starting him, is DJ Moore. I have him. I don't have him in our leagues, any of our leagues, but the other league I do that you aren't in, I have him. He's one of the receivers I have, and he has been letting me down a lot. So last week, when the Panthers played the Chiefs and lost, Teddy Bridgewater threw the ball 49 times, and DJ Moore had 3 targets, 2 catches, and 18 yards. Wasn't very good. The week before that, he had 6 targets, 2 catches, 55 yards. So I don't know. You just can't, as either your receiver 1 or your receiver 2, you can't have weeks where you're putting up 2 or 6 points from your receiver. So I don't know, and I know I'm going to sit him this week, and I guarantee he's going to go for like 25 points. But I don't know, man. I wasn't starting people like Fulgham that I picked up off the waiver wire, or like Christian Kirk or someone like that, who like guys who've been going off and doing really well. So that's my fade.
Fulgham's been awesome, by the way.
He's been so good.
He's been really consistent.
It's going to be interesting, I think, because Alshon's supposed to come back this week, I think, to see how he produces.
Yep. I think it could push down Greg Ward more than anybody if they were smart, because I think Rager will still be there too. Hopefully, it's just Ward who gets diminished a little bit. But Greg Ward was great for them last year, but shit, Fulgham he took the reins for the Eagles this year, so that's kind of
I hope he doesn't take a back seat.
right. You would hope not.
Gars?
Yeah, one I'm fading is Melvin Gordon, I guess. Like, what was it last week? He just had 18 yards rushing and 9-yard reception. I mean, I think that equaled like just less than 4 points, man. It sucks. I think it's basically because Philip Lindsay's back and he's healthy, and it's kind of diminishing his value. I think the week before he played the Chargers too, and he only got like 41 total or 40 some total yards. But the bright side is like the rest of this season is not too horrible in the matchups he's got. Got the Raiders, Miami Dolphins, the Saints, and then Kansas City and Carolina. So that's not a bad stretch. It's just, I don't know, man. It's tough. I mean, that team's kind of iffy, and I feel like they're always behind. You see Jerry Jeudy picking up. You see soft from Camler, but KJ Hamler, all together at one. Fuck it, it's a new word for me, Camler. But I think the game script is a little different, man. I mean, they got to pass a lot, so I mean, they're not really looking to, run the ball. But the good bright side is he did catch quite a few when they played the Chargers a couple weeks ago, so he's still somewhat got some PPR value. It's just how much is it utilized with Philip Lindsay back. So.
Yeah, for me, he's got to be a guy who like Phil Lindsay has to be hurt for him to like really
right.
value. Yeah.
Because I think it was crap, why am I forgetting his name? The third running back on that team.
Royce Freeman.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, even when Lindsay was out, Royce Freeman had like a few touches here and there. It wasn't like it was a 50-50 share. So, yeah, definitely Melvin Gordon was good then. Who knows?
All right, I got a guy.
You get him. Get him.
All right, this is fade in a different way. This is a guy that I think in Dynasty. All right, fade isn't technically the perfect word, but I just kind of got he's to sell high, okay, which is kind of like a fade, but. He's a guy that I feel you could sell really high right now. He's tied for second in the league in targets, and it's Keenan Allen.
Oh,
because he's been fucking crushing it lately with Justin Herbert. And
I'm so glad you did that. That is so awesome.
Dude, I think he's the guy.
I get it.
I think you could sell him high to a contender, a team who's looking to make a push right now. I think you could get a lot for Keenan Allen.
Dude, why are you selling him?
Because in Dynasty, his end. I mean, I've said this in the last couple of weeks on the podcast, and it's probably unfounded, but I'll just repeat it. I actually do think he's a pretty injury-prone player, and he had that little hiccup with his back. He didn't miss a game. He missed the second half of that game against the Saints, I think it was, a couple of weeks ago. But especially if I'm not somebody who's contending in Dynasty, if I don't think I'm going to make the playoffs, or if I think I might scooch in but really not do anything, I'd love to trade him for one of these, high pedigree rookies who's disappointed. Especially if somebody in Dynasty was willing to give me DeAndre Swift for Keenan Allen, I would take it.
I mean, he is the ultimate sell high candidate, or a prime example.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm with you 100%, dude. I'm 100% with you.
So,
I'd be hesitant, man. I would want like a strong reward for Keenan Allen because I think he has several years of just high impact play.
Like 3 firsts?
No way.
I don't think you're gonna get 3 firsts for him, but if he could, fuck yeah.
America.
Yeah.
I think there's very few players in the league who, and I think there's very few players in the NFL who would garner 3 firsts, and there's very few leagues. Like, Josh, I traded you 3 firsts for Kareem Hunt when he first blew up. We just had a trade happen in our league where 3 firsts were traded for Devontae Adams for a guy for Dan from the Fluke.
Dynasty Dan. Our Dynasty Dan.
He's looking to make a push. So, if somebody was willing to give me a young player and a first, I would do that too. I can't. Like, how about this? What would you rather have? Jalen Reagor at a first or Keenan Allen?
Keenan Allen.
Probably Keenan Allen.
Yeah.
Dude, the numbers Keenan Allen put up right now are so incredible, and Justin Herbert looks nowhere else but Keenan Allen.
Wait, what first? Where are you projecting the first round pick?
Let's say like okay, the
1-1.
seventh pick. Nah,
Am
one.
I-
If you think it's about a middle of the first round pick.
If my team stinks and I can get the 1-1 in Reagor for Keenan Allen, I'd probably do it.
Of course, that's a no-brainer. I think the 1-1 straight up. If you knew it was the 1-1 for Keenan Allen, I think you have to take that. But you can't. You don't. Nobody knows what the 1-1 is right now.
Right now, it's probably ETN.
No. But I mean,
Oh.
at this point in a dynasty season, you can't know that you're getting 1-1.
Yeah.
Right.
Projecting you're getting it early first.
Yeah.
But there's still enough season to happen where that projected 1-1 could turn into 1-5, and you're sitting there thinking, oh shit. But yeah, ETN. If you're taking the first running back, okay. How about this? If somebody is disappointed in Clyde, and they offered you Clyde straight up for Keenan Allen, Brad, what would you do with that?
I would take Clyde, but I need running backs on my team. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right. I mean,
I don't know. I would be real hesitant to let go of Keenan Allen right now. Like, I mean, I agree. Like, he is a sell high candidate, and he's older, but I don't think he's injury prone. I really think he shed that title from himself. I think he's put together really good years, and with how great Justin Herbert's playing and how dynamic Keenan Allen is, like he is like a for sure fire him up receiver one. Don't even worry about it. 15 at a minimum points, probably more like 20, 25.
Are you convinced Justin Herbert's not going to fall back down to earth? Is he locked in to you?
I mean, I was on here 2 weeks ago singing Justin Herbert's praises. I think he's phenomenal. I was so wrong on him. And the fact that he's playing because someone accidentally punctured Tyrod Taylor's ribs is insane to me. And he's missed the game.
That's so 2020.
I think he's great. And I did not think he was going to be good coming out of college. So, like, I don't know. I mean, the sophomore slump is very prevalent in quarterbacks, but who knows?
I'm optimistic. All right, I got a guy that I think he probably has been faded for the most part, but he definitely should be faded for now, and that's Mike Gesicki. I think I'm optimistic that him and Tua will have a connection if from a dynasty's perspective, like their connection is something that could go on for many years, which is exciting. But he hasn't had more than 6 targets since week 5. He's only had double-digit targets once this season, and I think Tua is still figuring everything out. I mean, they put up a bunch of points last week. I mean, that was a hell of a game versus Arizona. But yeah, I don't know.
He goes against Herbert this week, by the way.
Yep, and this is definitely a wait and see. I mean, they did put Preston Williams on the Dolphins put Preston Williams on the IR, which I guess yeah. So I guess that's a little bit of yeah. And that gives, I guess, a little bit of optimism in Gesicki's direction. But then, I feel like once you get your hopes up, Shaheen's going to start vulturing touchdowns. So like I said, I think, hopefully you didn't draft him as your tight end 1. But, I don't know. I think there's some options. I don't know. Trying to do something.
Yeah, I was gonna say Preston Williams is only on a 3-week IR for what I know, but still, I don't know, man. I kind of like Gesicki in that case, though. You might see some pop off of a Jakeem Grant or somebody like that, and they traded Isaiah Ford, who was kind of a decent piece of that team too.
Yeah,
Tua's got to go to somebody. I always thought
not necessarily. He's got wheels.
Well, he's DeAndre Washington's coming back. He's a pretty decent pass catching running back.
Uh-huh.
Well, and Gary's boy is, I think, supposed to start playing again. Breida. Yeah, I think he comes back this week too.
Oh man, whatever.
That's not your boy?
It used to be, man. It's a weird year, man.
Yeah.
When I think of Breida, I think of Gary.
But Gaskins, well, yeah, he was kind of my guy for a long time. But no,
Like,
I mean Gaskins, dude, he just popped off this year. And I wish
yeah.
Breida would have been able to play last week, but he had like some kind of a hamstring injury or something like that.
Well, Gaskins is out this week, right? And Breida's in, so he should be the bell cow, right?
Well, they had Salvin Ahmad, I think, play for a little while.
Yeah, he didn't do anything.
Yeah, but I mean, Breida's not really a 3-down back by any means. He'll probably get 40% of the snap share, maybe.
Yeah, and I don't think he's really known as a pass catcher, but DeAndre Washington can catch the ball, you know?
That's true.
So, yeah, this backfield's kind of a mystery in its own, I would say, for this week.
Well, it ain't Jordan Howard.
Anybody who picked up, like, Gaskins, James Robinson, dude, is fucking – it's amazing to see something like that in the game, too, you know? But
yeah,
it goes to show, man. I mean, it's kind of like old school Philip Lindsay, right? Because they were both undrafted free agents.
Yep.
So, well, I'm sorry. I don't think Gaskins was last year. So
no, Gaskin was drafted
pretty late, probably something like that.
Yeah, but he was a guy who people were talking about before the draft. I got a guy, another guy. I think that you. What are we saying? Sell highs or fades?
Just fades.
It's a mixed bag, babe.
All right. Well, yeah, that's right. Mixed bag. All right. This is another guy I think you need to sell because he's just not what he used to be, and it's gonna hurt me bad to say it, but it's Marv. He keeps scoring. He just doesn't. So the lines are dry at like an unprecedented rate. And Marv's one of the guys, man. He doesn't get open like he used to. He's just like he and Stafford used to have a really good chemistry. And ever since last year, really, it just hasn't been the same. He hasn't been the same guy. He just doesn't make these amazing catches he used to. He doesn't get open like he used to. And he drops the ball quite a bit. And it's just, I don't know, it's been kind of depressing, you know? And he just used to feel like a real classic Lions player, you know, and it just seems this year that he's a little disgruntled, you know. Kenny Golladay just started being the man, you know, last year, and it just hasn't been the same. So Marv, I think, is a guy you can't count on him this week, even though Galladay's probably not going to play. But I think if you're in a position to start him, another guy who, you know, like if it was between Christian Kirk and Marvin Jones. I don't know if those are two comparable players, but I'd be starting Kirk for sure.
I mean, you feel better about Damian Amendola?
No, he had a lot of catches, and same with T.J. Hawkinson. They're both kind of soaking up a bunch of targets. I mean, not quite the same, but it's just Marv's not a good number one. The team is better when Galladay's in there, you know?
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
He used to be a passable number one.
Wasn't there some stat where like Marv was fucking amazing during the latter part of the season, like towards the winter for some reason? I remember hearing a stat like that, at least maybe a year or two ago, where like
I don't know.
He's like November through December, Marv was just a beast.
He's Mr. Thanksgiving game.
Yeah, I mean, you watch Detroit more than I do, so I wasn't too sure. Like, I mean, you said he kind of fell off. I mean, he's not doing what contested catches like he used to.
No, I mean,
like 30?
I think he is around 30. Yeah, he might be. Shit, he might be 31. But he's 30, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure last year he was 29. But it's not always contested catches. He just gets open and makes these acrobatic catches. You know what I mean? Galladay is more of the contested catch guy. You know, there was one game earlier this season where Galladay had 6 catches, and every single one of them was contested, and every single one of them was fucking awesome. Yeah. So I mean, Galladay's the dude there, 100%.
Oh shit! I forgot you traded for him.
We'll see. Brad says he's going to try to get up on that train. Yeah, but I mean, shit. You know what I'm saying? They got me tripping. They got me tripping, Brad.
You got me triggered.
Dude, I love that KG, baby.
You know, we could get into it. What? Oh man, I got bad lag right now.
Yeah.
What were you saying? You could get in what?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, I was kind of wondering what would happen last week with Galladay out, but I mean, I thought Marv. I don't know what he put up, but I do know Danny Amendola did pretty well.
Danny Amendola caught 8. Marv still scored, but it was an underwhelming performance, and it's not the first one this year. And like I said, his body language. There's not a fantasy stat for a player being upset and not being happy. You know what I mean? You don't lose points for that. But just watching the Lions and loving him as a player over the last couple of years, it just seems like he's getting close to being done there. You know what I mean?
It's his last year there, right?
It's his last year under contract, yes. And, you know, I mean, you can't blame a guy for not wanting to put his body on the line, but when a player's kind of, you know, making business decisions and he's your number one receiver, that's not great for the team, you know, and that's not great for being a guy you want to roll out in fantasy. And that used to be a guy who I'd feel comfortable starting him as a wide receiver too, you know, and I don't anymore. You know, he's a risky flex is what I think now. And I think if you can fade him by selling him, I'd love to get a second rounder for him. If somebody's in a hard place, I don't think you can. I mean, I'd say it'd be smart to even sell him for a third round rookie pick, you know, before the bottom falls out.
I mean, I think it kind of depends on Kenny Galladay the rest of the season. Like, I mean, if he's not going to play the rest of the season, you can probably definitely sell him for 2.
Yeah.
Like, I mean.
But I think, like, to Shane's point, even when Kenny hasn't been playing, Marv really hasn't been producing, like, true receiver 1 numbers.
Mm-hmm. Nope. He's been saved by touchdowns. He's been getting you touchdowns. But it's because, I mean, Stafford's just setting him up. You know, great. I'd love to see your boy Gary Quintez Cephas start getting some more playing time. Yeah, not that I think he can step in yet, but
I don't think he's one of those wide receivers who needs to develop. I'm sure. I mean, I think it was the first week or second week where he had a lot of targets. It was like 10 or 11 targets.
Yeah,
but it'll be interesting, man. Let me tell you this: as you being a Detroit Lions fan, do you think this is the last year for Patricia?
I fucking hope so.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, he's a defensive coach, and the defense is fucking unbelievably bad.
But they've been bad since he's gotten in there.
Yes, but the real problem is, Brad, all the off-season moves they're making is bringing in overpriced defensive players, and he can't get these guys to perform on a weekly basis. They'll have big blow-up games. Trey Flowers has had a couple huge games. The linebacker he brought in, I can't even remember his name right now, has had a couple big games, but it's just he's hurting the team, to be completely honest with you.
100%.
But listen, here's what I think. Here's what I think the future of the Lions is. The Lions are going to turn into one of these teams where between Galladay and TJ Hawkinson, they're going to be very high volume to those 2 players. The Lions are going to become a team where it's TJ Hawkinson is going to be a very high volume guy, almost like Kelsey. It's going to be a type of team where it's going to be like Kelsey and Tyreek Hill is what I think the future of the Lions is.
Well, you got Swift too. I mean, which should help with that also, help balance it.
Oh, absolutely. And Swift is going to be a good pass catcher. But at some point, you know, Lions don't have very good ownership right now, and management's all right. But at some point, somebody with a brain is hopefully going to say, like, we've seen enough AP. We're probably not a playoff contender. I mean, although it's still actually possible. But, you know, at some point, they're going to want to see DeAndre Swift a shitload. And
I looked at one mock draft today. I mean, albeit it's week 10 of this regular season, but they had Lions going wide receiver. I forget. It wasn't Jamar Chase, but it was like one of the top 3 wide receivers.
Did you pair up someone outside Galladay? Heck
yeah. And
give Stafford a couple targets with his last few years.
Yeah, and then Hawk will eat for sure.
Well, that's kind of something I want to ask you too, dude. Do you think? Are you kind of still wanting the Stafford era, or do you feel like maybe the clean slate could be?
I mean, they can go ahead and get a backup, but dude, Matt Stafford is like God. I love him. He's awesome. I love him.
But sometimes, I mean, kind of like for the Eagles with Wentz, I mean, he's kind of just injured sometimes. And you're like, and then you got to rely on a backup who probably more.
I mean, I wouldn't mind a situation where they bring in his backup because, you know, I mean, they can go ahead and bring in a backup to sit. I wouldn't mind that one bit. But I'm not in a rush to get the Stafford era over with, no.
Okay.
I think he's still got a few good years left in him.
I do. I mean,
Yeah,
to be
absolutely.
honest,
I like Stafford. I just don't
Yeah.
know that you just need to change this. How long has he been the QB for them? Since
It's
Well, I
gotta be
would
damn near a
say
10
decade.
years yet? It hasn't been 10 years.
it's been 10 years
gotta
because
be
I
close
got
to 10.
married in 2009, and my bachelor, I got a bachelor cake, and it was Matt Stafford, a largemouth bass with a Matt Stafford jersey. You guys remember that shit? So,
What a great idea.
if they, if they traded him, it wouldn't be the end of my life. I'd be okay with it if they got a good return. But I don't want them rushing him out. I mean, I don't want them rushing him out by any means.
All right, boys. Can I give you a fade?
Yeah, that was a lot of Detroit.
No. Detroit own, brothers. Motor City. A guy I was big on, and he started super hot, but hasn't done anything, and that's Russell Gage. Yeah, I was big on him, especially because Julio and Ridley were kind of having their weeks of injury. Even Ridley was out last week, so it's like Russell Gage, let's go. And I don't know, he must have pissed Matt Ryan off or so. Like, I don't know, he's just fallen off, and he's been replaced by what is this guy's name?
Olamide
Yes.
Zaccheaus.
Thank you for
Gary to say it.
I would have butchered. I would have butchered that so bad. But thank you, Shane. And that guy is definitely he's taken over as a number 3 in my opinion. And in a high power offense, I don't know. I feel like Gage he pissed somebody off or did something. So yeah, I mean, if you had him as like a flex or I don't know, I think he's droppable. Even I don't know if you kept him on your bench and kind of tried to ride the storm out. I think I don't know. Give up the ghost.
Yeah, get him out of there.
Yeah,
Get him out of there.
So yeah, he's definitely one that I had on my list.
Yeah,
I think it's a great call.
Yeah, it's a high-powered offense when Matt Ryan's clicking too, and he's always throwing. You've seen all throughout the season, they're pretty much always behind. I mean, he was a good streamer, at least for the most part. You could have some decent amount of games from him, but I mean, when we're getting to fantasy playoffs, it's not a name you really want to, put on your lineup.
And even with Julio and Calvin Ridley missing time, I mean, he's had pretty damn
opportunity.
Yeah, and I mean, when Julio and Calvin Ridley are both healthy, and he's not going to touch he's not going to touch the field very much.
I mean,
I don't think since week 2 he's had like a really actually like a legitimate outing. I don't have his numbers in front of me.
Yeah, no, week 1 and 2, and then I think it was either week 1 or week 2 where him, Julio, and Calvin all got they all got like 9 targets. They all got the same amount, which was crazy.
But yeah, and then the only thing I could think of like last week you mentioned with Ridley out is that like Gage stayed in his primary position and that guy OZ took in or Ridley was, and that like for whatever reason that's where the targets go.
Yeah.
And they all went to him instead of Russell Gage. But yeah, I'm with you. I have him in one of my leagues and he's underwhelming hard.
Yeah. Which sucks because I was big on him going in the season.
That was good.
Yes, going hard, baby. Anybody else got guys? Got fades?
I got another fade, and he's playing right now, and he was drafted in like a redraft league. I would say he was probably drafted in the second round, maybe, and in a rookie league, he was drafted probably one of the top 3 picks, and it's Jonathan Taylor.
Oh, yep.
Come on, man.
I don't know, man. You watch him play, he does not look good to me at all. He looks so gross.
Yeah.
I really wish Marlon Mack would have stayed healthy because I think Marlon Mack would have just dominated in this offense. So I think he would have gotten the bulk of the touches. But like regardless of how Jonathan Taylor looks, he also has 2 other guys that he competes with constantly. That there's just really no clear-cut opportunity for Jonathan Taylor to get, 20, 30 touches a game. Wilkins looked way better than him the other week. And I don't know, you just watch him run and you watch him play. And to me, he does not look explosive. He doesn't look like someone that's going to bust out, a 60-yard rush to the end zone. He looks slow. He looks like he doesn't know where he's going. I don't know. He doesn't look like the guy, in my opinion. And that's not who I want if I'm drafting that high as like an RB1 or
he was
even really an
supposed
RB2.
Yeah, he was supposed to be like a can't miss. Like a lot of the like fantasy or dynasty heads or like analytics heads. Like this is a can't miss guy. I don't know. As Gary says often, I'm a highlights guy. I just like watching highlights, and I never thought he was all that. But to be honest with you, Brad, I don't think Wilkins looks like far and away better. I think he
doesn't.
Yeah, but I think the best talent in the backfield, and he's playing a lot more tonight as we podcast, is Nyheim Hines, and he showed that against Detroit with that amazing catch. He's just an undersized guy, but I think he's the best talent out of all three of them, to be honest with you, because he looks awesome.
He looks like the most explosive player of the three.
Yeah,
that's why I'm really upset, and I was upset when it happened that Marlon Mack got hurt because I think Marlon Mack would have. I think he would have been one of the best running backs in the league if he was.
Maybe.
I don't know about best in the league, but he probably would.
Sorry, from a fantasy point of view, I think he would have been probably RB in the top 10. I really do because he caught so many passes, and I just don't think any of those guys would have threatened him because he's so much better than them, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, I think too. Most of us kind of thought Mac would probably take the reins for at least close to half of the season.
Right.
A little bit less, and then that's when Taylor would pretty much get used to it, know what to do, and take the reins from there. But with Jonathan Taylor, it's like Brad said, he just doesn't look explosive. He doesn't know if he's his decision making is just not there. And I mean, what was it? What I was hearing is just that. I can't even remember what I was going to say. But no, I mean, you pretty much put it on the nail on the head there, Brad. With him, it's just. Wilkins is a better decision maker. I think he's 3 or 4. This is his third year in, probably.
I think so, yeah.
So he's kind of acclimated with the offense a little more, and he kind of knows what he needs to do, gain the short yardage that he needs to. And Hines is pretty much their PPR. I mean, their pass catching back. So it's
shocking, I think, in my opinion, to see because the Colts are supposed to have one of the best offensive lines in the league, and Jonathan Taylor is just kind of ruining that.
Yeah. What I meant to say is, I'm sorry, I heard it because I'm a big Matt Waldman fan, and he kind of broke things down, especially with rookies sometimes. Sometimes rookies, especially when it comes to the running back, they overthink too much instead of just do. So, I mean, instead of them just making the decision right off the bat, they just overthink and they, make the wrong decision as to where to cut, how to cut, on a certain run. So it's just, I think next year he'll be pretty good. He's the better back of the three, but he's not showing it. But I mean, it's gonna take him some time.
He could be, or he could be a huge bust.
Yeah.
What do you think, Gary? Is he a buy for you?
I would buy him low. I mean, let's talk to Josh. Darrell Henderson. He wasn't shit last year. He's something now, somewhat, right?
Is he though? Is he something? We'll see if he's something.
I mean, he's holding off Cam Akers, and Malcolm Brown. He started pretty hot, in my opinion.
Dude, they're not giving my boy Cam a chance.
They're not. They're really not.
They didn't Henderson last year either.
Yeah. But going back to this whole Jonathan Taylor thing, I mean, you guys, Dan in our group text, he sent us this article from the Indy Star about the running back rotation. I mean, just to kind of sum things up, their head coach, Frank Reich, is not I guess they have the first 15-ish plays kind of set up, but then after that it goes to I guess it's the running back coach, Tom Rathman, and then it's just I don't know, he
basically goes off of feel, right? Whoever he thinks is running that day the best, or is better for that play, he'll put in.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
defined.
Right, enough debate. What Dan was trying to say the other day, but I mean, just because the kid's a rookie and he's one of the top drafted rookies doesn't mean he's going to be a better overall player for certain schemes. And sometimes, I mean, if Wilkins has been on the team for a while, he knows what he's got to do at any given moment, whether it's short yardage, whether it's anything. he's not getting a hell of a lot of yards per carry, but I mean, he's doing what he has to at the moment. So,
well, also, this isn't necessarily a perfect parallel, but we've seen before where teams, maybe ownership. I don't know what happened with Rashad Penny, but I think it's pretty clear from the circumstances that Pete Carroll did not want to use Rashad Penny because he already had his guy in Chris Carson. And then, to me, the story seems pretty clear that ownership decided we need to draft this running back in the first round. Now, Jonathan Taylor was taken in the early second, but we don't know what the situation is. Maybe Reich doesn't want to use him, or Rathman, or whoever the offensive play caller is at the time. Maybe they don't think that he's as good as – maybe they don't think he's any better than a third of the backfield. You know what I mean? And the way he was drafted, we were used to seeing somebody who's drafted that high, somebody who had that rookie pedigree, to be 100% of the backfield. And I think you get to the point where you start to expect it when you see guys like Kamara break out and they're so good. Nick Chubb, all the Kareem Hunt, like you see all these guys. But we need to remember, too, that these guys don't break out until the second half of the season usually, In redraft leagues, I remember in the redraft league, I dropped Kamara the year he was a rookie because it took forever for him to break out. That shit's not that unusual.
That's true. And I think you have a good point about the draft because, again, if we're not remembering, like they had Marlon Mack, who was very good last year and was the starter. And then they obviously have these two other guys in the running back field too. I mean, they had 3 capable running backs and they spent a high draft pick on Jonathan Taylor. So yeah, maybe like Frank Wright and someone else put the heads on potentially. But I just, for me, he just is not, he's not showing it. And I just don't think he really has it at this point. Maybe he does later in the year, or maybe next year or whatever. But I wouldn't get him. For me personally, I don't think he's not someone I want.
So what about like Dynasty? Like I think he's a buy low candidate.
Yeah, I think so too.
And if you can get him,
I mean, I don't know because like again, like whoever got him spent either the 1 or the 2 on him, probably the 2. But it was a high pick. Like, are they going to just let him go? Like, what could you get? What would you have to give away?
Yeah, I mean,
how about this? Would you trade in Dynasty? Would you give Zeke for Jonathan Taylor?
No, I wouldn't.
No.
Is that crazy?
It's not crazy.
I think it is.
In Dynasty, I think it's crazy.
I think it's close. I think it's closer than what it's been because Zeke is trending down.
Well, Dynasty is not this season. Dynasty is in the future, and barring anything crazy, Zeke's going to be back to one of the top 3 or 5 running backs in the league by next year. Jonathan Taylor, who the hell knows what he's going to do?
I mean, the Cowboys are just so ravaged with injuries. I mean, but I mean, see, usually in and out, the Colts and the Cowboys have top offensive lines.
Okay, I got a better one. Dynasty. You get to choose whichever one you want right now. Which one do you want on your team? Jonathan Taylor or James Robinson?
Oh, wow, this is tough.
That's a good one. For me, at least, I think it is right now. I mean,
okay, I'm sorry. I was going to say I'm going to give James Robinson at the very least, a 2-year window of being a starter.
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
At the very least. I mean, that's a good start for a kid who's been an undrafted free agent, too.
Yo.
I don't think that any fucking day.
He's been awesome.
Yeah, I wish I would have traded CMC for him early in the season, though.
Oh, I would have taken that shit.
That's just crazy that's like a sentence. That's like a phrase, like a real thing.
Let's bring that up, Shane. What week did you bring that up to me? You said, "Hey, I'll trade you James Robinson for Christian McCaffrey." Do you remember?
I don't remember.
3?
I don't remember at all.
I'm like, fuck, dude. If I did that, I might not be in.
Is this an AmChamp?
14th place right now.
Yeah, I wish he would have done that shit, dude.
Huh?
Is it? I mean, that's an American?
Yeah, this is an American.
16.
Dude, James Robinson has been like.
He's legit. I mean, he's legit. He's
2020 Arian Foster, dude, coming out of nowhere and just.
Damn.
Yeah, but
jam back in the day.
Dude, that's the thing. Like it's like just because he was an undrafted free agent doesn't necessarily mean he's only going to be a one-hit wonder. Like, I mean, he could have legs.
He could. And the thing is, like, if you look at a guy like Philip Lindsay, he would have had staying power if he wasn't so undersized. You know what I mean? Like the reason I think the team wanted to bring in Melvin Gordon and didn't plan on putting the full workload on his back is because he's just it's an injury risk.
Right.
I mean, am I right?
I think so, but like every time Philip Lindsay gets an opportunity, I think he kills it.
He's awesome.
Yeah. But I guess that has to be it. They're afraid that he can't. He's not durable.
Yeah.
Dude, Philip Lindsay, this is his third year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Man, I thought he was, dude, I had this thought before the trade deadline for the NFL. I had a thought that maybe he would get traded to the Cardinals. And
Ooh.
I like that.
How cool would that be?
That would have been awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, then they would just rotate those three guys, right?
No, I mean, I think he would take the reins at some point. Plus, that would be so cool to see him with the Cardinals.
Yeah.
He just looks like a Cardinal. If he was wearing shit for that.
Josh, you didn't make your choice. Who would you take? James Robinson or Jonathan Taylor?
Dynasty, right?
Yeah.
It's just like, I mean, I don't see the Jags drafting a running back next year. Like, I don't see there being a lot of competition there. But on the other hand, like Taylor, like they definitely invested a lot into him. And I feel like the Indy's a better run organization.
You remember Trent Richardson?
Give me Robinson.
What's up, Jock Stud?
Give me yeah. I got another fade. And this one hurts. This one hurts.
YouTube video, yo.
This one hurts. Devin Singletary.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, for sure, dude. Oh my, this is exactly the perfect one.
This is the worst, man. He had 2 rushing attempts last week in a game where the Bills put up 40-some points. Like, I mean, he had he had 3 targets for 33 yards, but he's just, I mean, I don't know, man. He's just not doing it. And Moss is definitely coming in and, you know, I don't know if phasing out Singletary is the word, but he's definitely
I know it is the word.
Okay. All right.
It's definitely the word.
I'll let you say it. But man, he was I don't know. I was big on Singletary this year and not so much.
You talked me into him too. I mean, I ain't hating, but I'm saying
It's I don't know. I mean, could he turn it around? I mean, there's still a lot of regular season football to play, but from a fantasy, I don't know. Like we kind of talked about, we're getting down to the nitty gritty if you want to make the playoffs, and this is a guy that, I mean, if you're trying to, put up a shit ton of points, you can't rely on him.
It's so hard on that team because, like, Josh, it's like the Ravens. Like, Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson are like the true like running back ones, especially in the red zone. Like when they get to anywhere within the goal line, like you want Josh Allen's like 6'6" body like going in there, not Devin Singletary. He gets like 0.1 per rush. So it's so hard to rely on either him or Zach Moss, in my opinion. But yeah, Singletary's usage last week was shocking and very disturbing.
It's the worst because you don't know when you're never going to feel safe starting him. And like you said, Josh, he said it perfectly. They scored 40-something points last week, and he gets 2 rushing attempts.
Well, Zach Moss didn't really have a lot either. Like it's just like Josh Allen is just like he is the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone else just plays second fiddle.
I've heard a lot of fuss made over John Brown coming back, making Josh Allen good again, and I buy into that 100%.
Dude, he's a fucking G.
Bro. Who, Josh Allen or John Brown?
I mean, both.
Yeah.
John Brown's underrated in my opinion, like severely underrated.
Dude, those 2 speedsters on the outside change things big time.
What did we say? Diggs is the number 4 wide receiver, which nobody would have said that.
I thought he was going to be good, but I didn't think he was going to be leading the league in targets.
Yeah.
I think he's leading the league in yards. He's leading the league in targets, yeah.
He's killing it, yeah. What is he averaging double-digit targets?
He's around – he's every week he's around – like he's he's right around 9 or 10, and he's right around 100 yards every week. He's not scoring that many touchdowns, but
Diggs, so 12 targets, 9, 11, 8, 16 in week 5.
76. Yeah, I'd say he's probably right around like 9, 10. Yeah, somewhere in there.
And only on 3 touchdowns the whole season. So
yeah, he's averaging probably close to 100 yards. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, he's definitely. I mean, I gotta say this: he's saving Josh Allen for sure.
I think he definitely did too while John Brown was out. But
well, even with John Brown though, he's
you think so?
Totally saving.
Yeah.
Well, they have a really good. They have Diggs, they have John Brown, and Cole Beasley is super underrated too. Like he's a very good slot receiver, and Josh Allen is playing so well because again he has the rushing ability and he gets to the end zone.
Who's the other kid, Brad? I think you have him maybe in Dynasty. Is it Davis?
Gabriel Davis.
Dude, Gabe Davis is pretty solid too, man.
He's a badass dude. He's fucking good. He's their touchdown guy.
They got a good team, man. They got a good team.
I think maybe
except running back
Davis could be at least the number 3 next year if like maybe Beasley's gone or something like that.
I agree.
I asked Ty this yesterday or last week, and that's why I asked him. I was like who's going to leave to let Gabe Davis come out? And he was like, I think it's going to be Smoke. Because I was thinking maybe it'd be Beasley. Because Beasley is a little older, I think.
Yeah, he's up there.
But yeah, they got some good players, man.
I like that. Well, my next guy was definitely he was a no-show within the past 2-3 weeks, and we've seen J.K. Dobbins go out. Gus Edwards come about a little bit in a timeshare. So I mean, Mark Ingram, dude, just fading him right now. It's kind of hard. Even when he was playing, dude, he barely had any kind of snap percentage. He was not even 50% of the snap share when he was playing. So I think with J.K. Dobbins, I want to ask you guys, like, do you think Dobbins is going to have majority of the snap share?
I don't know. As a J.K. Dobbins owner in our main dynasty league, like
I hate that. So go ahead.
I've been super unhappy with his usage. I don't know. If you watch a Ravens game, I feel like at times Lamar Jackson literally doesn't look at any of his other players. He just takes a shotgun snap, does a little thing, and then he starts running the ball. It seems like a really college offense to me, in my opinion. I don't trust any of the receivers. I don't trust any of the running backs. I trust Lamar Jackson. That's it from a fantasy point of view. It's frustrating, in my opinion. Because Mark Ingram, to your point, last year was amazing. From a fantasy point of view, he had so many points. What do you have? 12 touchdowns, something like that.
Those stupid numbers.
Yeah, he was pretty good last year for sure.
And other than Mark Andrews, is who else do you want? I don't know. I don't at this point. I don't trust Dobbins. I don't trust Gus Edwards. I definitely don't trust Mark Ingram.
Yeah, it's definitely. It's different than last year, and I mean,
J.K. Dobbins. I'm really sorry, Josh, but I'm really trying to make a trade.
Yeah, I'm open.
Uh-oh.
I'm open
for J.K.
Yeah,
you're not J.K. You're not J.K.
No, I'm not. No J.K.
Hey, what you looking for J.K.? Let's find out his value live on the pod.
Yeah, I mean, Tony Gardner. That was a great idea.
All right, let's start with the high. Is he worth 3 first?
Yeah, 3 first will do.
Brad, I'll give you my random first right now. I'll give you a first and third right now for J.K.
No, I don't want that.
Is this insider trading?
No, you're allowed to talk trades.
I'll give you Juju in a second.
I don't need receivers. I need running backs. That's the only reason I'm gonna be high on him because he's a future running back for my team.
I'll give you Antonio Gibson in a first.
Ooh, damn, Jock Stud. Yo, that's enticing.
That is enticing.
I guess we'll talk.
I guess we will, Gary.
I guess you just did, boy.
I think Gary should drink some more gingerbread stout.
Don't say
then it might be a first and a second.
Don't say I won't. Do we have any more?
Too many hand emojis in here right now.
Getting kind of handsy.
Dude, that was huge. Is that happening?
I can't. My phone's gonna be ding, ding, ding going off later.
It
Last
might be.
one.
It might be happening.
Do we have any more fades, boys?
No, let's talk about some hypes. Deep
Yeah. That's true.
All right, so I think what we kind of said on this one is kind of the opposite of what we were talking about earlier. Players that kind of have been on your bench, maybe let's say waiver wire ads players that could blow up for you the next we have like 4-ish weeks till the playoffs start, depending on your league, and just some guys, just I don't know, fuck it mentality pretty much, and just some guy. I mean, just lock and load, and pray, say your prayers, eat your vitamins.
Eat the vitamins, boys.
So, does anybody want to start this segment? All right, I will.
Yeah.
The guy I'm going with Jalen Reagor. He's my first, even though Alshon, whatever, he's coming back. He's done, guys. He's out to pasture. So, I mean, Reagor didn't have a lot of yards last week. He got 6 targets, got a touchdown. So the next 3 weeks is all Eagles for the offense. So they're at the Giants. I mean, we guys know the Giants are garbage. Right now they're giving the 11th most fantasy points to wide receivers. Week 11 they're at Cleveland. Cleveland's giving the 6th most fantasy points to wide receivers. Then week 12 they play Seattle, and Seattle's giving the most. So I mean, this is super favorable for the Eagles, and I think this is where Reagor comes out and shows that he was worth a high draft pick and a first round pick in the NFL draft and in most fantasy drafts.
You like the Regs better than Fulgham?
Yeah.
Oof. Oof.
I think they both can be the future of the offense.
I'm with you. Yeah, 100%.
Fulgham can be. The only problem I have with Reagor is like I feel like you're not gonna get consistency with him in ways. I don't think he's like a Tyreek Hill, but I think he's more of like, I don't know, kind of like a John Ross times 2, 5.
Oh, please don't say that. Please don't say that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, right now I shouldn't say that. I think he's kind of like a Henry Ruggs to an extent, but you got a better passer than David Carr, I guess you can say. Well, I mean, I don't know.
Josh, tell me why you don't like this. Past 5 games. 12 points, 26 points, 16 points, 10 points, 16 points. That's Fulgham. That's Fulgham's last 5 games.
He just kind of reminds me of Ward from last year. Ward kind of had a streak like that, and then look what he's doing on the Eagles now. He's not even a factor, really. I'm not saying I'm against him. I'm just saying I just think he could be a flash in the pan.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's fair. But the dude is balling out right now.
No, I'm with you, and I'm all about him. He went to ODU, so you got to represent those Virginia D2 schools.
This is true.
So let's go.
But you like Reagor better than Fulgham.
I think there's more invested into him. I mean, this is a guy that was drafted by a team, the Lions, and then cut him, and now I mean, look what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's proven himself, if you ask me. But
I mean, the investment part, I agree. Obviously, there's investment there.
I mean, let's be honest. I mean, Alshon and Djax are probably gone after this season.
Oh yeah,
they should be.
And
Dear God.
So it'd be Reagor, Fulgham, Ward. Maybe Ertz might be gone.
What about JJ?
Yeah.
But
XFL.
I do know Ertz has like one more year on his contract after this year's, but I know they're trying to trade him. It's so crazy, dude. The Ravens and the Packers were looking on getting Ertz earlier in this season.
Oh, dude. If he gets to the Packers, oh man.
He didn't get injured. He was probably going to be on his way.
Oh.
I mean, I just think that has Patriots written all over it too.
That hurts so good right there.
You know what? I want fucking Pat Freiermuth with the Eagles. Trade Ertz, get Pat Freiermuth.
Who's that?
Baby boy.
Who's Pat Freiermuth?
He's like Baby Gronk, they call him in State.
Where's he go?
Penn State.
Oh yeah. That guy's good.
Yeah,
I think right.
That's right.
Right now, I think Kyle Pitts out of Florida is right now the number one like projected tight end. But
Tight ends and wide receivers are pretty deep in this next one.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's gonna be tight end time.
Oh, come on.
Hey, come on.
Come on now. Take it down.
All right.
I got my guy.
All right, let's go.
Brandon Ayuk.
Oh, yeah.
Brandon Ayuk. So I think depending on what your league is, he probably was drafted. There's a chance that he wasn't. There's a chance he could have been a free agent pickup. But this guy, dude, if he wasn't on that COVID list last week against Green Bay, instead of Richie James putting up like 50 points, it would have been Brandon Ayuk.
That was crazy.
So Ayuk's last 2 games, 15 points and 19 points, and what our league is half PPR. I don't know. I just like with the injuries that the 49ers have with Kittle down and Nick Mullins, who I think is better than Jimmy G as a quarterback.
Oh, hot take.
Is it?
I think.
Like just as a pure passer. I don't know. I think Brandon Ayuk is their go-to guy. Like Debo is banged up. He'll come back, but even when Debo was back, Ayuk was still putting up numbers. I mean, he could easily carry you into the playoffs and be a key addition.
For sure.
I'm in on that. Sign me up.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, I kind of like what you're saying, Brad. Like Garoppolo is. I don't know what to say about him. That's why I like Pettis before. I think Pettis was just really good. But who was his quarterback when he was good?
Jimmy
Garoppolo.
He hands it off the ball well.
Nick Mullins. Yeah. Nick Mullins at the end of the season. So, I mean, that's why I kind of was like big on him. I did a little bit of research on that. And then to find out that Nick Mullins kind of likes the tight end. And, like, he actually – I think Debo, Kittle, Ayuk, and Richie James, you still got Jalen Hurd too. They're pretty fucking deep if it's not injury prone for the wide receivers that they have.
And all their running backs.
All of them are. Like Kendrick Bourne is actually pretty decent too.
Yeah, he's decent.
Like, I mean, yeah. Like they got a good team. I just think they need a better quarterback, man.
They need better injury luck. Yeah.
Well, that's true, yeah.
And they also have 5 running backs who are like all basically the same person.
They'll have new ones. They'll have new ones next year.
What's the Spider-Man gif?
I want to buy into San Fran, but I want to buy into them having a better quarterback right now, dude.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Like, I mean, look at Russell Wilson cooking this year.
Oh,
what if you had somebody cooking in fucking San Fran? I'd take any piece of that fucking team.
Yes.
I think it was like really disheartening to see Mullins lay that huge egg against Green Bay. Like he played so bad.
Yeah.
I don't even think that was on him, to be honest. That was just that game couldn't have gotten worse.
And that team, I mean, after their team's just fucking ravaged. I think he's still almost at 300 yards, I think, which is crazy.
Yeah, a lot of them were junk yards. He came back, but like in the beginning of the game, he was not looking very good.
Okay. We just talked about him, so we have to talk about him more. Everybody's expecting Richie James to just go back to irrelevance. Not me, dude. Richie James just broke the fuck out. I mean, he bombed, dude. He was, yeah. You don't put that thing back in the fucking cage. I mean, you can't. You can't. Once something like that happens, it's undeniable, I think. I think he was awesome. I think he had 184 yards. And whether or not you're the only guy there have been plenty of teams that had nobody else there to do anything. And I only see a wide receiver performance like that every there's a couple times a year. Remember that game Amari had? It was a Thursday night game.
Oh yeah. Like 4 touchdowns or something like that.
Yeah. That was that type of game, if you ask me. I thought he was great. And I think Ayuk can be a good receiver, but that offense isn't built to have the entire offense funneled through one guy. And in spite of that, Richie James was still that great. I think Richie James is still going to be a flex option until we see otherwise. But I don't expect him to just fade back into oblivion this week.
Well, I think he can be a factor this week because I think Debo is not going to be in.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, from the news that I've heard, like he's not going to be playing. But I kind of like that, dude. Like, dude, I mean, what you're putting out right now is great. Like, because those Chablis glasses you got going on.
Ooh, come on.
But it's like I said, I just need to see a better quarterback play out of that team.
So, yeah. Well, with Mullins there for the rest of the year, I think better options there because he's just going to throw up more.
The other thing is neither one of them that their game isn't like taking that many shots downfield. They're both like most of their receivers are catching the ball pretty close to the line of scrimmage. Ayuk looks like he's better downfield to me than Richie James is, but Richie James was getting open, dude. And I mean, both of them can catch it and go. Deebo Samuel, same thing, can catch it and go. Like they're both going to be better and going to have more targets within 10 yards of the line of scrimmage. You know what I mean? Like probably like 5 yards from the line of, catching it and going is what I'm trying to say. Not very eloquently, but they both seem like they excel at that. Ayuk just seems the one who's a little more tailored to me. And then, for what it's worth, Kendrick Bourne, he's the one who looks to me like he doesn't have the quickness. He's not the one who's going to catch it behind the line of scrimmage and make people miss. He's the one who's going to catch it like the fades and the shots downfield, which is why he disappears sometimes. He's not the one who really stays consistent in that offense. But Richie James can take the place of Deebo while he's gone, I think, for sure.
It seems like, too, you got Richie James, Deebo Samuel, and Brandon Ayuk can all be gadget players, Yeah. You can pretty much play them in any kind of way in the field, whether it's wide receiver screens or end arounds or whatever the fuck you want to do with that team.
Absolutely.
I think Kendrick Bourne is more like he's a possession receiver and also just he can find especially if he's going against a team who's in the zone defense, he can pretty much pick that apart in ways. That's the only thing with Kendrick Bourne. But I mean, with the other three wide receivers, I think I still want to see Jalen Hurd, man. Like I've heard
isn't he out for the season?
Yeah, but it's just one of those things where just missed opportunity of a player that you think could be a baller or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a lot of good young talent there, man.
Yeah. I just want to see a really cool fucking quarterback there, dude.
What do you think? What do you think about them drafting a quarterback?
I think it's on the table.
Could, but I don't think they're going to be able to get one in the top three.
No, I mean, what are they? 4 and 5?
Yeah, they're 4 and 5. Yeah. So, but I mean,
when did the Chargers get Herbert though?
They got him as number 6. He was number 6 overall.
I heard rumors if Matt Ryan was traded there, if Kirk Cousins. I don't even want Kirk Cousins.
No way.
If Matt Ryan went there, holy shit.
I'd take Matt Ryan there for a couple years.
No way.
Dude, what? Over Jimmy G?
Yeah.
Hey,
Nick Mullins can do what. Wait until the team's healthy.
The only problem with Matt Ryan is there's no Julio in San Fran. That's why I'm kind of like.
There's Brandon Ayuk, bro.
He's not Julio, dude.
You don't know.
But Shanahan doesn't need Julio. There was even that famous quote a couple years ago. He's like, you don't need a wide receiver one. You just need a bunch of.
Yeah. Try winning a Super Bowl next time. Never fucking.
But dude, if it wasn't for Jimmy G, he fucking would have.
Hey, you know what would cure everything in San Francisco? Fitzmagic.
Yo,
that boy's gonna cook it. You know that.
One spot we haven't seen him.
Yeah. What would that be? Number 8. Team number
let me
8?
get up on one.
All right, number 12, babe.
Let me get up on one. All right.
Okay.
Here's what you got to do. You got to fucking roll out Troy Maine Pope this week.
Oh shit.
I like him.
Is he cleared?
You got to call the Pope. Pope.
He's cleared concussion protocol. I think he's still got a little knee thing going on, but he's gonna play, dude.
And is Justin Jackson not playing?
Justin Jackson's out.
Justin Jackson's got the knee. So he's still questionable, but
I think they said they're gonna arrest him.
They got arrested. They said they're gonna
arrest Justin Jackson.
Last I heard it was up in the air.
Yeah. Well, so
James, bitch.
I think what's going on, it's going to be, it's going to be Kalen Garbage.
I can't believe that shit.
I know.
Garbage.
But dude, Troy Maine Pope, come on, man. This dude's good. Dude, he's definitely going to be the pass catcher. I'll tell you that right now.
I'll convert to Christianity if he doesn't.
Hell yeah.
That was
Oh, what?
today. You know where I'll go.
It took me a second. I was like, what does that mean? Oh, yeah, I get it. The Pope. Oh, I like it. All right.
I got another one. Let's go Duke Johnson.
Yeah.
I think this guy. I don't think he's gonna take like David Johnson. Well, he could take David Johnson's spot going forward, but I mean, I don't think DJ is gonna play. He didn't practice today, Thursday, and
Yeah,
they're at the Browns. That's not that good of a defense, and they have the Patriots, and then Week 12 they have Detroit, and Detroit's given the most fantasy points to running back. So, and he definitely has the pass catching ability, and I think this team's definitely back to, I guess, finding themselves. I don't know what you're gonna call it, and I think. I mean, Duke's a solid guy, so I think solid player. And I don't know, I think he, 8 passes, 60 yards, 14 rushes. I don't know. He's like scooch a touchdown in there.
Oh, yeah. Bang. He's going to be the guy if they're stuck on the 2, for sure.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely going to catch some passes. You know that.
So I think,
a lot of people were waiting for this breakout season for him, too. And I mean, it was only a matter of time where David Johnson, he was either not going to produce or just not, be healthy throughout the season. So it'd be fun to see. I'm kind of interested to see who's going to be like complimenting him too. So I mean, that's something to keep an eye out on for all of us this season.
Dude, they got CJ Procise on that squad.
Oh, that's your babe.
He was.
Dude, did you see who scored their first touchdown tonight? Deonta Foreman. I thought he was still in Houston.
Can't believe
it. He's a guy I'd look to pick up.
These were the years when Shane was drafting or trading every 3 players for a third.
Dude. And one of the players that I traded was Chargers, Austin Eckler.
I remember that.
Wait, what was the trade? Say it again. Say the trade again.
I traded Deonta Foreman, Austin Eckler, and another random guy for a 3rd round pick.
To Dan, right?
No, to Trey.
Oh.
For a 3rd round pick?
Because you know what? I was trying to stimulate the offseason.
Dude, no one would have thought of that. And Eckler became the fucking man, at least by last year, right? Was it last year when he became relevant?
Austin Eckler?
Yeah.
It's been 2-ish years.
Once like Melvin Gordon sat out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was the holdout that really did it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I got another guy. I'm going to keep banging his drum every week. T. Higgins.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Dude, don't do this for the Mueller.
Dude, he's so good. I love this guy so much. He's in the perfect setup. He's got the perfect quarterback. And he's so good. He's such a baller. I didn't know he was 6'4". And he's just built like a brick, man. Fire in him.
I like that. I think, AJ Green, I think, is definitely I don't want to say turned his season around, but he's definitely done better than how he started. But T. Higgins is definitely taking over there.
He's so solid. Yeah. He's very consistent, as is Tyler Boyd. But if we're talking more of someone who wasn't drafted as high or whatever, but he's almost double-digit fantasy points every game that he started.
Yeah, and he's the future.
Want. Oh yeah.
He's had 9 targets, 5, 8, 8, 7, 9, and 6. He didn't play really week 1. Well, he played week 1, but he didn't get any targets.
So, yeah, but you're looking at 5 points, 18 points, 11, 9, 16, 16, 11.
Yeah, definitely that got pretty consistent, especially the past 3 weeks.
Oh yeah.
So
there's some talk about Auden Tate becoming more active, especially in the red zone coming out of the bye. I think he'd be a good pickup if you've got an extra spot on your bench. He was a pretty big deal in the training camp and preseason. Well, not preseason, but going up into the season.
And I don't like their schedule. So they have Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's undefeated, but they're secondary. They can be passed upon. Look at the Cowboys game, and the Cowboys game came down to the last play. That freaking, and I'm in a survivor pool with 5 teams left. 3 of them had the Cowboys.
Sorry,
I had the Steelers.
Had the Steelers, yeah. I'm in the same exact situation.
Dude, oh my God, I was pulling for the Cowboys. But and then Washington, the Giants at Miami, Dallas, Pittsburgh again at Houston. That's for the Bengals have a nice if you have any Bengals players, I mean, you could be set up nicely for your fantasy playoffs. So
I'm loving it. I got the number 1 running back, Gio Bernard.
Oh yeah, I was about to say keep your eye on Gio because there's a good chance he's going to start again.
yeah,
But that boy Samaje Perine keeps getting them touches.
what about LaMichael P. Ryan? They said he might be the he's even be starting running back. Like Gore's got.
They had said that. The problem is they had said that going into last week's game too. I'm not buying it, but they're on a bye anyway this week. But yeah, he's a good stash.
The issue is that he plays on the Jets.
He's not. He's also not very good.
Also true.
He's a rookie.
Yeah.
He's a rookie.
Yeah, bad team.
If you wanna-
Not special player is what it looks like so far. But maybe.
So
Hey, wait. There was something I wanted to say. I can't remember. Never mind. Oh, there's another backup on the to Duke Johnson. His direct backup is CJ Procise, it looks like, but there's another guy on that team. Oh, Derrick Henry, sir. There's another guy on that
no, don't say
team who it would be worth looking into. What I can't remember his name, but it's worth looking into him.
What's his name?
I don't know, but he is. I'll check it out.
But Buddy Howe.
Buddy Howe. I
Yeah.
think he's a good stash.
Buddy Holly.
And you marry Tyler Moore.
Yeah, Buddy Howe. What did he do last week? He hasn't really done anything yet, but
No, but Duke Johnson has been the backup. He's been the third string. You know, Duke
Yeah.
Johnson did everything, but I think he's a guy. If I had an extra bench spot, I would stash. My bench is too valuable.
I mean, in case of emergency.
Sorry,
but
it's
yeah,
just too valuable, boy.
my bench is too valuable.
Dude, I got the best bench in the league, and y'all know it.
Just a bunch of studs.
I take pride in my bench.
Anybody else got any studs? I was gonna say Logan Thomas might be worthwhile.
His targets are. I mean, he's top. He's a tight end 1 as far as targets.
I mean, yeah. I think I don't know with the. I mean, besides Kelsey and then Mark Andrews, but I mean with Kittle out, it's just tight end is. I mean, Jonnu's not doing. I don't know.
You're hoping for a touchdown, essentially.
Yeah, pretty much. And I mean, with Alex starting now, I mean, go back to when Alex and Kelsey had their connection back in KC.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I mean, I think, and then so they have the Lions, the Washingtons. They're at the Lions. They're at the Bengals, and they're at the Bengals next week. And Bengals give the second most fantasy points to tight ends. So, I mean,
I like that. Hey,
if the O line can freaking protect Alex, I mean, I'm not saying he's going to light up the world, but I mean,
Big if.
dude, it's scary, isn't it? Watching that, it's pretty scary.
it's what I mean. It's scary the chance to get hurt, but I don't know that O line. Like just the fact that you put 5 people together that are, I don't know. I mean, 4 of us might do better than those 5. I mean, come on.
I ain't
I
going
don't know about all
All
that.
right, we'll get Morg. We'll get Morg.
Hey, speaking of Morg, I'm going to be going to Morg's house Sunday, going down to the Lions Den to watch this
Dude,
game.
Lions Den, baby.
Hey, who's coming?
The Lions did.
It's at 1:00, right?
It's out of 1. It's out of 1. Yeah.
I don't think me and Josh can make it unless we can hit it in the back end of the game.
Hey,
Back, bro. Hey, come on.
Hey.
Hey, all right. So you got to do what you got to do, but hit me up when the wedding's over. We'll be down. We'll be
Wait.
chilling.
You know what? I want to FaceTime you while it's going on.
Do it, buddy. Do it. Do it
And
from the wedding.
while Ship's going down the aisle. I'm gonna watch it.
dude, everybody's phone's gonna be going off with fantasy notifications and shit. Like, I'm just gonna keep adding and dropping players just so everybody's phone keeps going off. Just picking-
that's awesome.
just goon after goon after goon, just to.
Hey, Hicks made a roster move.
Yeah.
Or whatever the fucking noise is.
I just keep I mean, if he has the chat notification off, just like type nothing. Just be like, hey, what are y'all doing right now?
What's up, boys? Hey,
So-
Derrick Henry is legitimately hurt.
Stop,
Uh-oh.
I ain't playing, bro.
dude. Fake news.
Not fake news.
Get your Dante Foreman's. Your Jeremy McNichols.
He's out, right?
I don't know.
I just dropped him in one league too. Fuck.
Oof,
Hey,
Right.
you hate to see it.
one I would like to get into is maybe a tight end. Dallas Goedert.
Ooh,
I like
starting
this.
him against you guys. No, never mind.
Place a
not?
bet. Place a bet.
I like this call.
Say I'm not down with it. No, I mean, I think Dallas Goedert is good because, I mean, although we might see Alshon this week, but I don't think we're going to see a whole lot of Alshon. We're still going to need somebody in the middle of the field. And, I mean, Dallas Goedert, I mean, they're just – Eagles are coming off of a bye. He had shit, dude. 80-some% of the snaps last couple of weeks ago. He didn't get a lot of targets.
Yeah, I was going to ask you. Like,
But I'm kind of still interested in seeing the fact that he's going to be targeted for sure. So I think the offensive line is bolstered up, which is I think the 80% of his snaps are probably helping the line pass protect. So I think we're going to be okay with seeing a little bit of Dallas Goedert come in this week. I think it's going to be at least a tight end 1. So I think we're going to be okay with him this week.
I agree. I think he's going to be top 5.
this like the target or the snap share, I don't think was ever an issue for him when he was on the field. It's just like, I mean, he did well week 1, week 2 he did not, and then he got hurt week 3, and then he came back week 8 and he caught 1 pass for 15 yards, and that was it. That's the only thing I'm worried about.
But I mean,
but look at those targets in the first 2 weeks: 9 targets, 8 targets.
8 targets, yeah.
When do you see that out of a tight end?
Well, yeah, besides Travis Kelce, right? Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, I mean that's a top 5 tight end target situation you want.
Yeah, I hope you're right. I dropped.
I'm with you. I understand like the whole he didn't get targeted within the other 2 games that he played, but
yeah,
that's a a risk I'll take on a tight end, especially if the number 1 tight end, it's Zach Ertz is in there. I'll take that match.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, I hope you're right. That's just the one thing that is concerning to me, because I thought like when the only thing I'm thinking is that before the bye when he came back too soon. He wasn't fully healthy.
Yeah, I mean, Brad, I think I'm kind of glad you're like pushing back on that, because I think maybe the thing is that okay, in week 1, week 2, maybe the Eagles were somewhat set. They had Zach Ertz, they had Dallas Goedert, they had Jalen Reagor, they had other players. Maybe Alshon shades some like cornerbacks or something like that off of Dallas Goedert, which makes him more susceptible to get some targets. So I think maybe if Alshon plays, this could be a really good thing for Dallas Goedert too in the passing game.
And I mean, just think about it's going to be so much more talent on the field for the Eagles. I mean, the Eagles, they're leading the NFC East right now, aren't they?
Yeah.
I like that game,
maybe half a game.
It's not good.
Yeah, I mean, that right now they're looking like a playoff team.
The 49ers would be in first place in that division.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
any other team would be
3-5, or no, 3.5.
3-4-1.
Yeah.
Right now they're looking like a playoff team.
Oh, Brad.
The other thing is the Eagles have plenty more pass attempts to go around. They say the rising tide lifts all boats. So just Goddard being there, and we'll see what happens with Alshon. But just Goddard being there, Goddard, Fulgham, Jalen Reagor, Miles Sanders. I mean, that's good skill positions. And even if Miles is out and Boston Scott's in there, those are good. Those are pretty good targets. If you can get Wentz healthy for the rest of the year,
and
that's a team that could do some things.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're gonna.
I love how you and Brad are both like, my team suck, and the Cowboys almost just beat the Steelers.
I'd rather just us be bad and we get a good draft back.
That's where I'm at. I mean, with all the injuries,
somebody's gonna win the division.
Yeah, it could be the Washingtons. Who knows?
Dude, yeah. Alex, man on fire.
Denzel.
Dude,
if the Washingtons would have got Tua instead.
Did we get him in what's it called?
No, we did not get him in Pigs.
Dude, did
we get him in Hogtown? Wait, you know what?
Pigs.
We need to go to Dogtown, huh?
Oh my God, you're right. Is it open? I'm gonna Google.
Is it open right now?
I'll go Saturday.
I'll go fucking Saturday. I can't. Yeah, I'll fucking go Saturday.
I'll go Sunday.
Yeah. Wait, Shope's good.
I'll go Sunday.
I'll go pregame.
Oh yeah.
All right, where is this?
What? Wait, so many questions. What?
Where are you going?
Still closed. What'd you say?
Dogtown. It's a brewery. Where's
it's
it at?
temporarily closed.
It's off of.
Dogtown Brewery.
How do you get there? It's like what's the part of town it's called?
Richmond.
Manchester.
Manchester.
Wow.
Cross
Yeah.
over the bridge. It's
I
really
don't
nice.
know. It's not in top 5.
It's it could be, dude.
They got
I
oysters.
mean, it's closed. It's temporarily closed.
That's
They
whack.
got the oysters. They got a rooftop bar.
Oh,
Dude, the place was cool as shit.
I love me a good rooftop.
Dude, Heinz is man on fire tonight, boys.
You want him?
Yeah.
You want him in Lucha? You can have him.
Have him? I'll take him.
You can have him for free.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
dude, I'll give you that Hungry Santa meme.
The
You
what
have
meme?
free.
I can own that meme.
I'll send
Hey, Brad, I'll trade you Gio. No, never mind. I need Gio this week.
All right, well, you boys got anybody else tonight?
Heinz has 25 on the bench.
Damn.
Yeah, sucks.
Garce, speak now or forever hold your peace.
I don't want to hold my peace, but I don't have anything right now.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess we got you guys ready to call it. Let's go enjoy the rest of this game.
I
So
have
I can-
another one.
Oh, give me a guy. Give me a guy.
Let's see if I can find him.
Let's
You
go.
got a guy.
You got a guy.
Hold on.
You guys. Okay, I got a good question for you. Brad, hang on. Let me just ask this question real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, you're making a grilled cheese. What cheese do you use?
Multiple cheeses.
Ooh, 5G.
Multiple
Could you
cheese.
imagine?
I didn't
Dude,
hear.
I
I
want to
need to
take a selfie with every 5G I get. Just to see
Well, I know you.
Dude, in Perry's neighborhood, like their neighborhood has a food truck on Friday nights. In the
Right.
past couple of times we've been over there, they have it's a grilled cheese. Like,
On 5-2?
dude, they make some banging ass grilled cheese. Fucking oh my
Mm.
god, I forget what it's
Dude, how does a
called.
neighborhood get a food truck? What neighborhood does he live in?
Sherrington, isn't it Sherrington?
He lives in this neighborhood in the Ville, bro. Off
Yeah,
of,
okay.
Off of Hammer.
Gary, why you laugh?
because there was a lady called Sherrington Hicks. Like, it's a very long story, but
That's
I
your girl, bro.
every time I hear Sherrington, dude.
I think I kind of remember the story vaguely.
I think it was a wedding me, you, and Perry went to. And this
Mhm.
lady's like, my name's Hicks. I'm like, okay. She's like, Sherrington Hicks. And I'm like, like, any relation to Josh Hicks? She's like, who? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm sorry. That was so dumb. But I just, every time I hear Sherrington, I laugh out loud.
You remember that story? All right, for real though, I want to know the answer to this question.
That lady was belligerent that night, by the way. She drank a lot of shots.
Oh, she's related to Josh for sure.
We'll be there for Hicksman's Christmas 2020.
Oh, she'll be throwing the cheese. Come on, what kind of cheese do y'all boys use?
Whatever cheese my wife puts on my sandwich.
This is important.
I'm pretty sure American.
Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with yellow American or white American, honestly.
Right, that's what I
my God. Are y'all are behind me.
Dude,
That's
I'll
all.
take Provolone.
Nope.
Cheddar
You don't
cheese.
use cheddar. You don't use provolone. You use American cheese, white American cheese. And you know what? You don't do one slice. You do 2 slices.
And you put turkey on it.
You can do turkey.
No, you do turkey.
You need good tomatoes, bacon if you're going to do anything else. Other than that, you just do cheese. You know, put butter in the pan. That's all
Got
you
the
do.
butter in there. Oh, I got my guy.
What you got?
All right, good job.
The guy I was talking about is David Moore.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
quietly.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Quietly putting together some good games.
Yeah, dude.
And Josh talked about Russ cooking and like the Seahawks being a high-powered offense. David Moore, so he's got 15 past 2 games. He had a 7. He also had a 0.6. He also had another 0.6. Then he had a 17 and a 13 and an 8. So it's kind of like the ultimate boomer bust, but when he booms, that's a solid boom.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, Boomer.
He's on the
And
trade
he's
block.
putting together right now. He's starting to put it together.
I got him on the trade block. Did you call him a baby boomer?
Yeah.
He's a solid plug and play guy.
Yeah, and if something happens to DK or Lockett, dude, I mean, he's
100%.
Well, it seems like to me that Lockett is kind of like the past couple games at least. Lockett is kind of taking a back seat.
He'll bounce back
to DK's greatness.
I mean, Lockett also put up 200 yards and 3 touchdowns the other week.
But
right.
David Moore is the guy who gets into the end zone with nobody seeing him.
Yeah.
He's the one who, if they're like, they're 60-yard bombs with nobody there.
Yeah, he's one-on-one matchup. He beats his guy. And Russ is going to throw out one of those perfect 50-yard teardrops.
Yeah,
right to his bucket.
That was so fun to watch this year. It's amazing.
Them and the Chargers are my two teams that I like right now.
Dude, are you guys topic change? Are you guys already grossed out that there's so much Christmas shit already?
Nah, bro.
I'm excited as shit.
Bring it all to me.
You don't think it's getting I don't know. I just don't want to get burnt out on Christmas.
Well, I used to hate it.
How can you?
I don't know. I guess I need to go on a light tour with Greg again. I haven't done it in 3 years.
Yeah,
get out here, Scrooge.
You're being the grunt.
Yes. Josh, once Christmas passes our beautiful presents, then we have literally nothing for 90 days. It's just gonna be pure, cold,
Super Bowl.
Dark. Okay, we have the Super Bowl, but other than that,
this year we're doing it up big for the Super Bowl.
Other than that, it's bleak, dude.
Yeah, I mean New Year's.
Yeah, and after that, it's until April.
Okay, I'm with you. Daylight savings and.
But
I mean, I get. All right. Let me rephrase. Did everybody forget about Thanksgiving?
Well,
bro.
Okay.
Thanksgiving gets this run, man.
Look. Usually, I'm with you because when I was working at Lowe's, I'd be going in and out, and they had Christmas shit up before Halloween was even.
Yeah, no, it was this year too.
And I fucking. Yeah, that shit makes me sick. Now I'm not there anymore.
That's because Christmas is the ultimate holiday.
I mean, I get it, but.
You don't put up lights for Thanksgiving.
No, maybe we should start that.
Well, you want Thanksgiving tree?
Yeah.
All right. Put yourself a little Thanksgiving tree up there.
We have a little Easter tree.
Oh yeah.
Get out of here with this.
Dude, for reals.
For reals?
Yes.
Yes. What do you put on it? Some eggs?
Yeah. Dude, I'll get Laura to send you a pic.
Speaking of the Super Bowl, Laura's going to bring that dip, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
You got plenty of time to tell her about Hicksman's Christmas and.
As long as the dip's coming.
No, okay. Brad, just when you're writing that letter to their address, just make sure you include to the Super Bowl.
Okay.
A list of demands.
I mean, she knows. I request it every year. It's great.
Yes.
Dude, yes. I so want. I don't really think I'm doing much tomorrow. I really want to make one of those, when you see all the letters cut out of a magazine.
A ransom note?
Yeah, that's it. Hey, you're having Hicksman's Christmas or else.
Or we take the dog.
Yeah. Or we're taking Thor.
Can you say from Batman or Joker or Riddler?
Yeah. What's she scared of?
That. Just not from Shane Gardner. Just
No.
No, dude, you sign it with a cutout of a piece of cheese. That's how you sign it.
Oh man, that'd be really good.
All right, boys. Let's There's going to be time.
Throw one more random one out there.
Throw it.
Come on.
Oh.
Never you down. Get back up.
J.D. McKissick as a flex play the rest of the season.
Oh yeah.
He got stupid targets last week.
Yeah.
Well, he's playing Detroit, who is the worst defense against running backs, but they also allow a shitload of catches too.
Mm-hmm.
Running backs.
Well, Captain Checkdown and Alex Smith. Do you think Alex Smith is going to be the QB the rest of the season? That's so weird.
I think Haskins is going to come back in at some point.
But it's so weird. I don't even think Haskins is dressing up.
He's not.
Right? He's going to be the backup.
Really? I thought
he's got to be.
Burned his bridge, dude.
No, he's the backup.
He's got to be the backup.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I guess they don't have anyone else.
Yeah, dude, exactly.
He's better than Alex Smith right now. Let's be honest.
I'll be honest with you on that. But I mean, if Alex Smith is the QB, I'd be a little bit more inclined to start J.D. McKissic.
100% agree. I think there's a low ceiling, but a very high floor.
Yeah, 14 targets last week.
Which is crazy because the line sucks.
Yeah. The problem is going to be, Garris, if you trade Antonio Gibson in your first for J.K. Dobbins, you won't be able to reap the rewards of that.
What do you mean?
I don't really know. I don't really know what I mean.
I'll reap whatever I can.
Yes.
I really like Dobbins. I think he's going to be good.
Yeah.
Reap and pillage.
I really like Antonio Gibson too. I think he's good.
I like Antonio Gibson too. I hate the team that he's on.
Yeah.
We know.
Not just because they're the Washingtons. They're so poorly run.
No, I'm with you. You kind of feel bad for Ron Rivera.
Next year, I think there's going to be a new QB. Who it will be is a mystery.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. That's something for Scooby Doo and a gang.
Yes.
That was a good one.
You know that little game where they pull the little.
Yeah. And I would have pulled it off if it weren't for you meddling kids.
You meddling Washingtoners.
You goons. Well, then for you goons.
That's amazing. I think that's about as good as it gets right there.
Yeah. All right, let's end on the high note, boys. For Gars at Gars_Poetica, for Shane at a fantasy hack, at Brad in the 804. I'm at JHicks804, at the Fluke_FF on Twitter, www.thefluke.com, on Spotify, iTunes, and Podbean. Cover everything. That's it, guys. Enjoy the rest of week 10. We'll be back week 11. Big old Thanksgiving party, maybe. Turkey
Christmas party.
Yes.
Sounds good.
All right. Everybody have a good night.